let it go. There's blood in your apartment, Stephen. You didn't get it all up.
This is the widely recognized futility technique, which is used to make the subject believe it is useless to resist due to the overwhelming evidence against them. It's most effective when the interrogator can play on doubts that already exist in the subject's mind. The only problem here is that Stephen didn't dismember Lauren inside his apartment. It all happened in Lauren's apartment, so the detective's bluff is...
Wait, what? Stream died? Stream died? Troll? Did I get fucking banned? Hang on. Did I get banned? What the fuck? Did I get banned? I would like to have a single stream where something doesn't go wrong. That would be nice. Okay, no, we're back. I think we're back. Are we back? What? Are we live, or I actually can't even... Okay, no, we are live. We are live, I think. Okay. Oh, it's... Man, can I have a single fucking stream where shit doesn't crash, man? Please. Please, just one stream, please. Okay. Alright. Yeah, everyone thought I was banned. Oh, the stream's got quality settings now? Oh, that's cute. Have I got quality options now? Let's have a look.
Coward.
Good job accidentally getting quality option, Lamau.
Hang on. Do I have quality options now? Oh, great. Okay, we got quality. Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? Good. Okay. Okay. Nice.
Is already called at this point.
It didn't all come off.
I'm looking at my viewers now. It's 1900. It's 1982. That is going to drop to like 20 now.
You scrubbed and you wiped. But we can tell that. Don't you watch CSI? Yeah, we know it. Stephen, why is there blood in your bathroom?
The detective now completely shifts his strategy from confrontational and aggressive to sympathetic and understanding. He attempts to create a connection and then afford Stephen a more socially acceptable reason for the crime. This is extremely difficult to pull off after a direct confrontation, as there is no established rapport nor trust. The usual routine is the exact opposite. You would first build rapport and then get aggressive once a connection has been attained.
I wanted to give you an opportunity to tell it. I wanted to be here with you to go through that process because I know you're not a monster, man.
They always do this shit, man. Every time it's like, I know you didn't do it, but could you say you did do it? Because then I get a promotion. Right, I'm gonna have to get rid of Peter Griffin. I'm sorry, he's covering up all the donuts. Bye-bye, Peter. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
I know you're not a bad guy.
Hey, Lois, you been done for first-degree murder, Lois?
You ain't got a lot of support from your family, do you?
Yes.
You do?
The strategy fails.
All right, fellas. I'll make a compromise. I'll bring Peter back, but I gotta put him behind the stream overlay so when people donate and shit, it actually appears.
The first hurdle. Stephen immediately shuts down the afforded sympathy and reasoning behind the alleged crime, which was the concept of...
Coward.
Just watched your new video and really liked it, especially the part where you were too weak to push away a Nerf gun.
I like how the guy that donated that, his name is Cope. Just to add insult to injury.
Of unsupportive parents, but the detective now attempts to roll with it.
A lot of people can't say that.
Coping mechanics.
And the fact that
You know, the word cope for me is fucking ruined right now. Like, I've actually seen, like, websites about coping mechanics. And I just laugh reading the title. The word cope has actually been fucking ruined because of the internet. It's like the word gamers. It means nothing anymore.
you have support from your family, should make things easier. Your family wants to feel like they've raised somebody that tells the truth and is honest, right?
Yes.
Did you hurt that girl, Stephen?
No.
Have you ever hurt anyone, Stephen?
No.
You've never hurt anyone.
No.
I've hurt people, Stephen.
Stephen, I actually killed someone last week, Stephen. Just puts his hand on his knee and he's like, I know how good it feels, Stephen. That's why you gotta look up to the camera, Stephen, and say that you did it, Stephen.
I've made mistakes in my life. It's not even normal to say you've never hurt
Hey, he's
anybody.
back! He's back,
Sometimes people get
boys!
mad. They say things they don't mean to say.
Oh
It
my
hurts.
god, he's back! Alright,
You never kicked a dog or a cat?
we actually have no more need for, I mean, I'll move Peter up here, I'll move him up here. I'm happy Peter's back, though. I'm happy Peter's back. Finally, some good fucking food.
Lead detective then asks non-confrontational questions for almost 30 minutes, which is most likely to see if it will change the suspect's demeanor and the manner in which he responds. But it
He's like, he's being double teamed by two Peters. You've got like the real life Peter Griffin, and then you've got just the actual cartoon one. Just two Peter Griffins interrogating him.
doesn't. Stephen maintains the same lifeless disposition which he has now kept up for almost 90 minutes.
You know what's crazy?
Fuck off, red shirt guy. He ruined it. Ruined the bit. Fuck yourself. We'll put Peter. We'll just put Peter on the table. There you go.
I was talking to people that he works with and everything. They talk about how he's always expresses himself.
But he don't know.
He's very talkative. Stephen, they say you're so talkative, bud.
It's, the way he's looking, it's like he's talking to the small Peter on the table.
You're always so friendly. You stop in and say hello, and you talk. Why is it that
Yeah, they're doing the typical, like, you know, the police interrogation technique of good Peter, bad Peter. The good Peter just tells, like, weird Family Guy in-jokes, and then the bad Peter just throws slurs at him. Thank you,
You're acting so-
Diplos, for the resub.
short with us tonight? If you have all this character and personality about you, why is it that everything that we get from you is yes, no, or I don't know?
I don't know.
Why are you acting like this, Stephen? You see how I'm able to talk in complete sentences? Like we're having a conversation.
He's so
The
small.
only thing you're bringing to the table is a yes, no, or I don't know. Stephen, did you hurt that girl?
No.
Would you tell me if you did?
How long's the video? It's nearly done now.
Have you lied to me at all in this interview?
No.
Yes, you have, Stephen.
You
When was the last time you
lied,
did
Stephen.
laundry?
A few weeks ago.
You ain't washed clothes in a few weeks?
Yeah.
Why?
I have a lot of clothes.
No, you don't. That's another lie. You don't have a lot of clothes.
Yes, I do.
Nope. You got enough underwear to last you 3 weeks?
Yes.
Do you wear the same pair of underwear more than one day?
Yes. Hey, Lois, remember that time I helped with a murder investigation?
Like the Family Guy cutaway gag is just a 36-minute of a police interrogation.
Why?
Because it's still clean enough to wear.
Where's that little girl, Stephen?
I don't know.
Stephen, you know. You're going to look at this right here, this little girl right here, and you're going to say you don't know?
I'm moving the small Peter forward because this is what they do as a technique. They create less space to give like anxiety so they confess.
No, you know.
I don't know.
Yes, you know. What are you going to say tomorrow when I say we got your hair with the body? What are you going to say to me then? Because you know, like I go like that. Look at my hair. That's how easy it falls out. Look at all that on your head.
The entire lead up is just him coping about him going bald.
I touched my fucking hair. It come out, Stephen. I do this. Look, I'm bald, Stephen. I got a fucking year left, Stephen. I need you to confess, Stephen, so I can get some regain and get my fucking hair back, Stephen. I need to get my life back on track.
You don't think nothing fell out? It did. We just wanted to give you an opportunity to tell it. So you didn't look like a monster at the end. Because you know what? I don't believe that you're a monster, Steven. I believe that you're a good guy. You've been picked on. Girls didn't show you the respect that you deserved. You did something stupid. And I believe you feel bad about it. And that's why you're all freaked out right now. But I'm giving you the opportunity to get right. I'm giving you an opportunity to show everybody you're not a monster, that you feel bad about what happened. Your hair's there, man.
No, I think you'll find that that's your hair. You are the one going bald here, sir, not him. He has a beautiful head of hair.
Your hair is there. That's right, buddy. See that?
Stress 75%. Oh, on the cop, yeah, definitely.
Look at it. See how easy?
Crawling in my skin, these
See
wounds,
this stuff right
they will
here in your
not
hair?
heal.
Yeah.
Me after finding out I've got 1 year of hairline left.
It fell out of your head when you was moving the body, Stephen. That's right. You remember moving the body?
No.
Yes, you do, Stephen. Why, man? Why? Tell me, bud.
Oh my god.
Yes.
How fucking artificial was that then, just when he touched him?
Tell me, bud.
I didn't do it.
Yes, you did.
It's the way it's like, everything will be fine. I promise. Oh, fuck the camera now. Hang on.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I might have actually broke it on the tripod. No, okay, we're good. We're chilling.
Stephen, we want you to tell it so that way people will understand you're not a monster.
I want you to tell me, bud.
Things just,
I just realised how that looked, fuck's sake.
you got out of control. It's a sickness. Why'd you do it, Stephen?
I didn't do it.
Stephen,
No,
why are you going to keep telling that?
I didn't mean it to look like that. I didn't mean it to look like that. Fuck. I legit did not mean it to look like that, I swear.
You hurt that girl.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did, Stephen.
Mods!
You hurt her, man. She was screaming. Screaming, Stephen. Why?
Schmetterling.
And I know you feel bad about it.
Isn't that what butterfly is in German? Schmetterling.
I can see it in your face.
Wait, did he just fucking punch Peter Griffin?
Screaming, Stephen. Why? And I know you feel bad about it. I can see it in your face. What came over you, man?
Wait, hang on.
See it. And I know you feel bad about it.
I wanna turn this up.
You were screaming. Screaming, Stephen. Why? And I know you feel bad about it.
And he's gone.
I can see it in your face. What came over you, man? What happened, Stephen?
I don't know.
I know you don't know. You couldn't control it, could you?
I didn't do it.
Stephen! They steal your hair and take it over there? They didn't, did they? That's right. It's all sinking in right now.
It's alright, boys. We got a new
He
Peter
knows,
Griffin.
is what you're thinking.
We got a new Peter Griffin.
Stephen, I don't want it to be a game between me and you. I know it hurts, and I know you're not an awful person. and you wanna tell it.
Steven!
Your hair was there, Stephen.
So when a mom catches her kid on Xbox at like 3 in the morning, Steven, you got school tomorrow, Steven.
We've all known it all along. We wanted just to give you an opportunity to tell what happened. Did y'all have sex?
Y'all have
Try to have
sex.
sex?
No.
Think about having sex?
This guy has actually broke the interrogator. He's just like saying buzzwords now.
Liar.
Down bad horrendously. He just calls him a liar as well. You have sex? No. Liar.
No.
Did you try to have sex?
No.
You think about having sex?
No.
Liar.
You just expect some JCS narration.
This is where the interrogator pulls out his most advanced tool of mental screening to be able to get inside the mind of the criminal to predict what he's about to say before he says it.
And he just goes, liar.
What kind of man doesn't think about having sex? You said earlier you like girls, right?
Yes.
You said she's a pretty girl, right?
Yes.
What'd you do to her, Steven?
I didn't do anything.
You're lying.
Coomer interrogator. Coomer interrogator. Like he stands up and his left arm is just the size of his entire torso.
You hurt that girl.
No, I didn't.
Sure it did. And that's why you're having this massive meltdown right now.
The detective quite literally repeats the phrase, "You hurt that girl," to which Stephen responds, "No, I didn't," and this goes on for the best part of 20 minutes. Perhaps the detective's strategy was to induce mental exhaustion, yet it had no effect whatsoever.
Why did you hurt that girl?
I didn't.
Why'd you hurt her, Steve?
Fuck, I had watched your videos for years since like 2015.
No, I didn't.
Now I'm back enjoying your streams a lot. Good times. MLG Remix God.
Take this from me.
Thank
don't
you,
deserve to
George.
look at it.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you.
Just stay right
Yeah, it's
here,
crazy
okay?
that some of you have been watching since 2015.
I appreciate all your cooperation tonight, okay?
Okay.
Alright, we're getting ready to go. I just need to discuss a few more things with you.
The lead detective now abandons the pursuit of any sort of admission. He instead proceeds to belittle and humiliate the suspect as much as possible. It may have a tactical purpose, but it's more likely out of frustration, alongside the fact he is certain of the
Oh
suspect's
my god,
culpability.
Peter's back! Peter! Peter!
I know earlier today you told me you stayed home all weekend, right? In your apartment.
Peter!
Did anybody see you? Did you talk to
Double teaming-
anybody
double
over the
teaming, boys.
weekend? Were you
Get that
on the
confession.
Computer all weekend. Is there anything I can look at that I can say he couldn't be involved because he was on the computer, or he was online on a porn site, or he was online doing college work, or anything that would
Stephen, have you heard of a website called E621, Stephen?
exclude you as being involved altogether? I mean,
Stephen, have you heard of a website called Rule 34, Stephen?
did anybody see you this weekend at the house? Did you go out to get a newspaper? Did you wave to a neighbor, or just lock?
Why do they default to porn so quick? They're literally projection. They probably have such a shitty like marriage at home, so they're just like projecting their hatred onto this guy. Like, even though he's a fucking murderer, by the way, like he deserves it.
yourself in all week?
Yes.
Nobody saw you?
No.
I mean, what do you just stay in the house all day?
Yes.
I mean, what do you do all day in the house? I mean, you've always done that your whole life? You don't have no friends?
I
How
have,
can you go your whole life without a friend?
I have friends.
Where they at?
They're literally just insulting him now. Like, they don't even want a confession.
Where they at? You have any friends here in Macon?
Yes.
Name one, because everybody I talked to said they ain't your friend.
Ryan Granger, Cass Lawson, Ashley Morehouse, Carmen Love.
That's the same people I talked to today, and they're not your friend. Okay?
One of the reasons interrogations are so fascinating is the ethical vacuum it creates for everyone inside its bubble. In any other circumstance, the detective...
Where they at? Not here because it's a police station. Could you imagine the lawyer just says that and they just high-five each other? Like, I know you did first-degree murder, but we had to do it to him.
His behavior here would be considered cruel and reprehensible. He's essentially bullying the suspect, yet the empathy we would normally have is now stripped away through the...
Stephen, have you been on r/good anime memes? I actually think if he actually said yes to that, he should have his charge of first-degree murder overruled and he just gets the death penalty straight away.
impression of retribution. We know this person has done something horrific, and the treatment he is now receiving is merited through his own
The Peter on the table is JCS talking. That's why he's always in color. Yeah.
actions.
We're not your friend. I mean,
Where are your friends, Stephen?
it's all over anyways. I just wanted to know what was going on tonight. The game's over. I mean,
The chair's screaming for its life. I don't even think a Herman Miller chair could take the girth of Peter.
we know what you did to her, so we just want to know what you, if you were gonna tell her.
You can actually hear Peter Griffin's exhales more than you can hear the other guy say yes and no.
Or not.
I didn't do anything.
Well, that's what you say. But we know different. So
Stephen, are you subscribed to Pyrocynical? Yes. All right, Stephen, I'm going to give you a 20 to life.
you're fucked either way. You're
Oh
fucked.
my god. Imagine if that chair broke. Look at that.
Fucked either way. You're fucked.
You're fucked, Stephen. You're fucked,
We
Stephen.
already know.
You are fucked, Stephen.
We know you killed her. We know you put her body in the trash can.
The real like hero of this interrogation is the chair. That chair needs a promotion, man.
The news media knows it. Glenda knows it. Your mother. Your sister knows it. Your sister's husband knows it. The one that used to beat your sister. He knows it. You know what he said?
Promoted to chairman. Fuck you. That shouldn't be funny. That is the most r/funny joke I've seen in my life, but that was actually good. That was actually good. That was a good joke. Fuck you.
He said he's a crazy motherfucker is what he said.
Promoted to chairman.
I called him. That's your own family calling you crazy.
Fuck.
Nobody wants to see you. Nobody's coming to visit you. So you can sit there with that dumb look on your
Promoted
face.
Promoted to chairman. Oh no, I'm crying now. Promoted to chairman. It's such a shitty dry joke. It's such a dry joke. I don't know why that got me.
But it's over.
Chairman. Oh.
The entire interrogation took over 2 hours. When sped up by 20,000%, you truly get a glimpse of how remarkable the suspect's catatonic performance was.
It's how sped up it is. Seth MacFarlane explaining how Family Guy is still funny in 2021. Look how motionless that guy is, though. Jesus. It's like he's got head tracking on or something. Peter's still here. You're not alone, buddy.
His mother came to speak with him soon after this moment, and although he maintained his innocence, he immediately snapped out of the zombie-like character. It's difficult to interpret the reasoning behind the performance, whether it was a pre-planned strategy, improvised in the moment, or some type of psychological breakdown is unclear. But whatever it was, it evidently
They
seemed
just
to work,
wanted to know
as
if
the
you could react
interrogators
to
got
the Hitler
nothing.
scene of
The suspect's
downfall,
behavior was
explained
so
by the Great
abnormal, they were
War. I think it's quite interesting to know what's behind the memes.
I could look at that, yeah.
Pyro, I
Downfall.
already got bullied for being unironically emo, but now I wore your merch to school and get bullied for being emo and a furry. Also, I love your videos, they helped me through taut times and are some of the only things to genuinely make me laugh.
Thank you, Jersey. That means so much. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, bullied for being an emo and a furry. That is basically the double kill in Halo, but I respect it, man. Thank you.
were essentially at a loss with what to do, or where to even start with a specific plan of attack. The evidence, however, was irrefutable. Hundreds of pictures of Lauren were discovered on Stephen's flash drive, along with multiple video recordings of inside her apartment. A hacksaw was found in a supply closet of the apartment complex, and it was marked red with what was later identified as Lauren's blood through DNA testing. The packaging for the exact same hacksaw was found in Stephen's apartment. When confronted with the evidence, he took a plea deal to avoid the death penalty and was rendered a life sentence without the possibility of parole. He is currently being held at the high-security Hancock State Prison in Sparta, Georgia. One of the more discussed elements to the present day is the motive behind the crime. What was the reasoning behind Stephen's actions that night? He asserts that murder was never his intention, but simply the result of momentary panic and confusion, all preceded by the foolish decision to break into an apartment, which stemmed from a potent yet harmless infatuation with a girl he found attractive. He essentially tried to make out that his behavior was devious and calculated, but not evil or perverted. Public opinion on the matter varies, yet the general consensus is that the murder was premeditated, mainly due to the fact that he had bought the hacksaw just days prior to the murder. A popular psychological viewpoint takes us back to the personality of a stalker. Lauren was set to move out the very same day she was murdered, which brings some to believe that Stephen was terrified by the notion of change, that the person he had been infatuated with and fantasized over for so long was no longer going to be a part of his life. And no matter how obscure and unreciprocated their association was, he couldn't bear the thought of losing her. Rather than Lauren going on to live the promising life that lay ahead of her and leaving Stephen behind as a forgotten memory,
Yeah, it's such a weird fucking story. Jesus. So, like, basically, they couldn't break him, but then they just found out that, you know, oh, well, yeah, we found blood. I don't know what else to... I might do another JCS. Might do another one. What about court cam, guys? Should we do another court cam? Court cam is actually pretty interesting, I think. Court cam's pretty cool. Oh, shit. Thank you, Bear, so much for the 2 gifted, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god, we got a hype train! Hype train! Oh my god! Copying critical. Hey, man. Hey, man. I'm actually 6'5", so I can't really be copying critical. Yeah, let's give this a watch. I actually have... Because we tasered you and tackled you to the ground, we're going to take the year off. It'll only be 90 days. Only a third of a year.
93 days in county jail.
Would all be speaking German if they didn't help out during a certain time period.
Alright, XQC, get off the stream, bro. Get off the stream. Come on. That's embarrassing. That is cope. That is cope. That is cope. That wasn't too bad, because it actually seemed remorseful. Yeah, 10 months? Okay, that's fuck all. I mean, that's a while, but yeah, compared to the, 20-year sentencing. Okay, I mean, that's good. Yeah, okay.
And released into a drug treatment program.
Yeah, that's probably the one guy that you actually feel sorry for. Because he might be a complete piece of shit, but he was definitely being genuine there. Because he would have probably had a flashback and just thought, oh my god, like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? They shouldn't put drug addicts in prison. They should be put in rehab, 100%. But the problem is that the rehabilitation, like, rehab is usually shit and overcrowded. Because it just never gets enough funding.
This is the arraignment of 20-year-old Spencer Allen Boston.
Please, Pyro, let me see the feet. This guy's been asking the whole stream. I'm selectively trying to ignore this guy. He's been asking to see my feet the entire stream.
At a traffic stop 2 months earlier, Boston received citations for speeding and simple possession of marijuana. As he walks up to the podium, Judge Haywood Barry's informed that Boston has a special request.
I don't understand. These court cameras do everyone so dirty. They literally purposely are angled to show everyone's bald spot. Has anyone noticed this, by the way? Like, in the interrogation room, just always catching, like, bald people, man. Every time.
He said he wants to represent himself in this case. I told him today was just an arraignment. It's either guilty, not guilty type day. To which he responded, I just want to plead my case to the court. So he didn't want to talk to me after that, so that's why he was...
Start talking, son. Yes, sir. I think it's very unfair, the marijuana law here. I think we the people deserve better because marijuana is a very harmless drug, and it's been around for ages, since the 80s and 90s.
I've heard that baloney all my life.
I mean, I'm not even gonna talk about legalizing or anything, but I like the fact how he's been talking about that it's been around for years. It's like, so is heroin and cocaine. Sir, I think we should legalize murder because murder's been around since the 80s, I think.
So don't worry.
Weed-splaining. Weed-splaining.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, I don't even know the argument for weed. I mean, I guess it should be legalized. I can't smoke it. I literally can't. I can't do it. I literally can't. I just get like mad anxiety and stuff when I smoke it. I can't touch it. But, you know, to people that it helps, then fair enough. I think it's been legalized now in the UK for, like, medical treatment. I think there was, like, a kid that had, like, terminal cancer or something. Or, like, some kind of muscle disease. And I think the CBD in it, or the THC, like, gave him a bit of relief. But, yeah. But I can't touch it. I personally can't touch it. I saw this Facebook meme once that was the worst thing I've seen in my entire life. Now, again, like, I'm probably more for legalizing it than not. But this is the worst thing I've seen in my life. It was like a marijuana leaf, and it was captioned, "Chemotherapy kills 7 out of 10 cancer patients. Weed saves 7 out of 10 cancer patients." Like, that is pure mental illness if I've ever seen it in a Facebook post.
I know Tennessee still has it against the law. I swore to uphold the laws, and I have to uphold the laws as a judge. It probably is unfair, but I can't change it. You've got to go see the legislature to get that change.
Yes, sir.
And if you get it changed,
Judge Barry quickly returns to the matter at hand.
Now, if you want to plead guilty, you can today. But if you want,
Don't talk bad on people who smoke weed. I never said it's bad. I just said that I can't do it.
trial, we can give you a trial on the officer's day, which it's Officer Benson.
Yeah, where's weed legal in America? It's Washington State. It's Cali. Is that it? I think they made it legal somewhere else now, right? Something like that. Illinois, Colorado. Oh yeah, Colorado. Yeah, that's right. New York fucking New York did not legalize it. What, completely? Like same as Cali, you can just buy it anywhere. It's legal everywhere except like 3 states. Yeah, there's different kind of like tiers though, right? Some of it is like medical, like prescription, and then others is just like you can just go to a store and buy it. Apparently though, in places where weed is legal, I think it's like the quality of it shoots up because there's actual competition for companies to make better weed. So.
Vincent, you want to fix trial day?
Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be fun, and then you make another speech.
As the judge works with court.
Do I do psychedelics? I would never touch a psychedelic in my life. That would like irreparably fuck me up. I don't trust myself. I really don't. Weed is probably my limit. I think I did an edible in Amsterdam, and that was actually a really good experience. I was just laughing at everything. I think that was really good. But yeah, no, I can't touch that. I mean, if you enjoy him, fair enough. But no, I can never touch him.
Employees to schedule a trial date.
May 7th.
Boston decides to take action as he pulls out what appears to be.
I got a first-time chatter here. He just said, "Try meth." It's the escalation. You won't do tabs of acid, bro? Meth. Do meth.
A joint. No one seems to notice
Oh, wait, is he lighting a joint?
until, shockingly,
Go on, lads! Yes! Yes!
this time it's noticed
We did it! Weed is legal! We did it!
We the people deserve better.
Did he say weed the people deserve better?
Boston may have finally pleaded his case.
Hey! We the people deserve better.
Could you imagine like it just has the double meaning, like weed the people? Weed the people deserve better.
Coward.
I'm personally against weed legalization. I lost a close friend to a guy who was high as on it.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair. I think it's experiences like that that really turn people away from it. I mean, like I as long as it's regulated, I don't mind. I just can't touch it. I can't touch it because it just gives me mad anxiety. I'm a fucking YouTuber. I've got anxiety enough anyway. So, yeah. But if you could enjoy it and actually not be a complete fucking monster like that person was, then yeah, it's fair. But yeah, sorry that happened, man.
But he's immediately taken away by the court officer.
Where did he have the fire? No, he had a match. He didn't just like start a fire. He's got like sticks in the courtroom.
And Judge Barry gets the final word.
Take you to jail.
Hey, Pyro, you should try black tar heroin. No, I don't think I will.
slapping Boston with a disorderly conduct charge, as well as another charge of possession. We're in the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice in Detroit, Michigan, for the sentencing of 25-year-old Amanda Casal.
There's a lot of things that you can do, and your life doesn't have to be over.
You should try crocodile. Isn't that the thing in the Vice documentary that literally gives you necrosis and melts your limbs off?
Because of a poor choice.
Ketamine's popular in the UK. UK is just drug capital, man. I think we are the drug capital of Europe.
Just have to accept responsibility for it and find a way to make something positive out of a very negative situation.
Casal has been found guilty of driving under the influence, causing a head-on collision that killed 31-year-old Jerome Zerker and severely injured his fiancée, 31-year-old Brittany Johnson. The couple...
Wait, she killed 2 people? Obviously not intentionally.
Very negative situation.
Casal has been found guilty of driving under the influence, causing a head-on collision that killed 31-year-old Jerome Zerker and severely injured his fiancée, 31-year-old
killed
Brittany
someone,
Johnson.
injured someone
the
else.
couple have 5 children together.
Fuck.
Prior to sentencing, the court will hear a powerful impact statement from the victim's children, read by his sister, Doreen Zerker.
Amanda, look what you did to my life. You ruined everything I had, like my dad's life.
It's crazy how they do that shit. I'm not saying it shouldn't be allowed, but like that, the actual trauma you would get from that, from like being read by a surviving family member, how you have like irreparably fucked up their life. I mean, obviously she's done way more damage to their family than whatever words she's gonna say can do. Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's not deserved. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like fucking hell, that would fuck you up. That is in itself a punishment.
Amanda seems devastated by Doreen's words, but Judge Kiana Lillard apparently hears some snickering from Casal's family sitting in the gallery.
Bruh.
You can go too. Whoever can sit here at a tragic moment like this and laugh and smile when somebody has lost a family member, this is a court of law. You cannot come down to the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice and act any way you want to act.
That's the defendant's mother,
That's
Donna
actually
Casal.
embarrassing, man.
Because if you don't know how to act, you can go to jail.
Man.
Ma'am, you are being taken into custody for criminal contempt. Your disruptive and disrespectful behavior disrupted today's proceedings, and you, ma'am...
The genius thing is, her laughing, her like snickering would not be disrupting the court, but I totally understand why she would get that charge. Because fuck her. Like, if you're giving like a speech about, you know, how your life's fucked up because of what your daughter did, and then you're gonna start laughing, fucking... The entire chat is just saying boobs. Come on, guys. Come on.
Are going to the Wayne County Jail for 93 days for direct criminal contempt. Anybody else want to go? Try it.
As Casal is led to the county jail, Judge Lillard offers a stern reminder about etiquette in the courtroom.
These are very serious matters, and I understand you all are...
Coward.
People joke about Dutch weed a lot, but they still have to buy from shady sources. Don't risk it. Take it from a Dutchman who smoked it both here and in America. Spoiler, America was better.
Yeah, because it's not legal in Amsterdam, is it? It's like a grey area, like it's decriminalised. I think where my mate got it from, it was like a bit of a Tory place, so it was a bit more expensive. So you were hopefully paying the premium for it to be safer. I mean, I had a good experience with the edible, but yeah, weed, like actual joints, just not my thing.
Upset because
I might actually do a little story time here for a second. Actually, you know what? I got a story time with Swagger revolving weed. I think I already said this on the podcast with him once, but let me go take a piss, and then I'll come back and I'll do this story time. I want to talk about this. So yeah, story time with Swagger. So this is kind of funny. Basically, I don't know why the camera's got the Utopia. There's so much dead space. Basically, what happened was I met him in Australia a couple years ago. I think it was Max Mofo, Anything for Views, and then we met all the Misfits group. I think it was, who was there? It was all the Misfits. It was Slazzo as well. That's right, yeah. And we all kind of just went to this party that I think their manager, like Ryan P, organized or something. But basically, they had like whiskey pong, beer pong, and then they had like edibles and stuff as well. But the thing is that I took an edible, right? I felt absolutely nothing. How is Slazzo? He's good, yeah. I mean, I speak to him like, I don't know, like once every couple months just to like, you know, catch up and that, see how he's doing with like businesses and shit. I don't talk to him that regularly though. But yeah, no, literally this story time is the equivalent of this edible ain't shit. So I took one. I felt absolutely nothing. And this was for like a good hour and 30. Absolutely nothing. And then I go to take another one. Swagger grabs my hand, grabs my wrist, my little frail feminine wrist, and then he looks at me and he says, you should not take this. You should not take this edible. But as a learning experience, I want you to take it. And then I was like, okay, because I was already like drunk in that as well, just being a complete moron. So I was like, okay, bro. And I just like, you know, just ate it. And the second I ate it, that's when it kicked in. That's exactly when it kicked in. And it was terrible. It was terrible. The anxiety I had, it was fucking horrendous. Now I want to say, preface, I did an edible in Amsterdam. That was fine. That was I had half the edible because I wanted to, like, you know, just because I got no tolerance to it whatsoever. That was fine. That was fun. This was a nightmare. Not his fault. He did literally warn me and say, how many milligrams? I have no idea. You did a Ted Nivison? Is that what he did? Is that what Ted did? Did he take too much weed? But yeah, so I do a Swagger impression. Hey, Pyro, I don't think you should take this edible, Pyro. But I think as a learning experience, Pyro, you need to take it. You should take this edible, Pyro. I'm gonna put it in your mouth, Pyro. I'll feed you it, Pyro. Yeah, I mean, that was I had so much anxiety. I locked myself in the bathroom, pretending I was shitting the entire time. Because I didn't want to ruin the mood for everyone. I then felt bad. And the problem is, it's a vicious cycle. You then start to fixate on things, and it's like, people are going to think I'm being weird. Like, I got to get away from people. I don't want people, because I thought, if I make it apparent that I'm having anxiety, everyone's going to huddle around me to make sure that I'm okay, as friends do. And that's going to fuck me up even more, right? So, yeah, it wasn't a good experience. You know the worst thing is that set it off? I took the second edible, and it was about 5 minutes before it kicked in. I sat down next to Fitz. Fitz was like here, right? Like, I looked at him, and he was weeded out as well. He's like, you okay, bro? And I was like, yeah, I'm good, man. And then what we were watching on the TV was Family Guy funny moments. And then I laughed at a Family Guy funny moment. I actually laughed at a Family Guy joke. And I think the fact that I laughed at something Seth MacFarlane made past the age of 14, that sent me into like such a spiral of anxiety. So that was a very good experience. Unfollowed. Yeah, Seth MacFarlane's in chat, guys. He took offense to that. But yeah, that I mean, you can literally see a podcast clip. There's a podcast clip on Misfits. I think it's called like Why I Stopped Smoking Weed. Like yeah. Too political unsubbed. I respect it. But yeah, it was a great time though. It was a great fucking time. I mean, I didn't really. It wasn't their fault. They literally warned me, and then I was a moron and did it anyway.
Coward.
My nan died of a heart attack today. Poggers.
Ah. Fuck. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, I don't want to get into it. I haven't. Yeah, I don't want to get into it. I've lost some family too recently, so it sucks. It really does suck. I think the best thing you can do as a cope is to just try and distract yourself and just keep like working on projects, working on education, videos, hobbies. It's gonna all seem a little bit vapid because you'd be so full of like sadness and grief and shit. But yeah, I'm really sorry about that. The best thing you can do is distract yourself until you get back to baseline though. And that could take months, that could take years. But yeah, sorry about that, man. Hang on, I think we got one more.
Coward.
I did acid once without knowing I had ADHD. When my friend said let's watch a movie, I started sobbing, because this meant having to stop playing Stardew Valley. 2/10 frown.
Wait, is that a joke? I can't even I did acid once without knowing I had ADHD, and my friend said let's watch a movie. I started sobbing because it's meant to stop. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, alright.
Coward.
Come.
There we go. That's a good donation. There we go. Come.
Your loved one is going to prison, but guess what? She's going to prison for the choices that she made.
After orders restored, Amanda Casal is sentenced.
It'll be the sentence of this court that you will serve 3 to 15 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections. If there's nothing further, that concludes this matter.
Casal only serves 3 years and is then paroled in February 2020.
So she killed someone, obviously unintentionally, and then she...
Casal only serves 3 years.
That's crazy. That's crazy. What are charges for, like... Hang on. This is going to look really weird, Googling this. 3rd degree murder sentence, because that's manslaughter. Not more than 25 years, 20 years, 27. She got 3 years? 3 years? Yeah, no, manslaughter is 3rd degree, though. Manslaughter literally is 3rd degree, isn't it?
Coward.
It's different?
Balls funny, haha.
No. 3rd degree is like unplanned. 3rd degree... Okay, no. Wait. So, hang on. From what I remember, 1st degree, premeditated. 2nd degree, you went... Someone died while you were committing a crime. So you wanted to like hurt someone, but then you killed them. And then third is an accident. 3rd is unintentional. Oh, vehicular. Yeah, I guess with vehicular as well.
And is then paroled in February 2020.
Yeah, different between states as well. Yeah,
As
good
for
point.
Amanda's mother, Donna, she spends the night in jail and appears before Judge Lillard the next morning. Donna seems to have learned a serious lesson from just one night behind bars.
Ms. Coulson, is there something you'd like to say?
Yes, I deeply apologize for what I did. I was under a lot of stress. And I deeply apologize for what I did in your court. I just needed to get out. And it's been very hard for me this year, and I know for the other family, and I'm so sorry. But
Yeah, saying I was stressed as a cope. It's definitely one of those, like, you've been caught. You've been caught. I mean, the thing is, she's being publicly shamed, right? This is being televised. She is being shamed, which is nearly as bad as a punishment as what she actually got. So they might actually shorten her sentence. Sorry I was trolling. Literally sorry I got caught. I was doing a little bit of tomfoolery and got caught.
what I did, and I know it was wrong, and I apologize.
Things have to be conducted in
I will never set admin house on fire again.
decency and order.
I apologize.
You can't come to court acting a fool. I know people watch a lot of shows on TV where you see different things happening in make-believe courtrooms that give people a skewed sense of reality, but this is real life here, and we just can't have people behaving like that. It can't be tolerated. So I will modify your sentence for direct criminal contempt from 93 days to 1 day with credit for time served, and you should be released today.
God bless you. Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah,
And
no
I
sentence.
apologize very solely and for the other family.
Donna serves 1 day
Thank you.
and is released.
You're welcome.
You know the family would not be happy about that as well. You just know the family would not be happy about that. It's a difficult one because she's been publicly shamed. She's kind of had to grovel for forgiveness. But I also feel the benefit is if she ever does anything that brings her in the courtroom again, her sentence would basically be doubled. Because, you know, the judge would be like, no, I remember you. You're a little prick and you laughed in my courtroom. So.
Coward.
I really like huge bonkers, you know, the cahonkers, like big fat bulgy walgy cummies conkers. Yummy wummy cummy and tummy you woo. Do you like 7-Up? Also Pyro, I'm dying poggers.
Cahonkers.
People forget there is a person behind the personality with creators, and with live streaming it kind of helps bridge the gap. Hey Pyro, would you ever do a Dark Souls stream?
Dark Souls? Yeah, I'd probably do Dark Souls at some point. I'm pretty burnt out. I'm pretty burnt out of it at the minute, but least horny donor. I could try at some point.
You're welcome.
I agree with the judge's decision. Yeah, same. I think her groveling was punishment enough.
The controversial sentencing hearing of Tracy Hunter.
And she has continued to serve.
She should have had to apologize to the family as well, personally, I think, but she might have had to do that anyway.
Controversial sentencing hearing of Tracy Hunter.
And she has continued to serve the community through her passing.
Stream Sparrow Reignited trilogy. I might stream that. I might stream that. The first one's really good. The first one's really good.
Hunter, a former judge in the Hamilton County Juvenile Court System, was convicted of unlawful interest in a public contract for helping her brother keep his job as a juvenile corrections officer. It's a 4th-degree felony.
Watch some analog horror. Please don't. Please don't ask me to do that. I mean, I might do. I might do. Oh my god. Tracy Hunter charges unlawful interest in a what the fuck is that? That's not the weirdest fucking crime I've had in my life.
Ohio, for the controversial sentencing hearing of Tracy Hunter.
And she has continued to serve the community through her pastoring.
She's been continued to serve the community through her pastoring.
Hunter, a former judge in the Hamilton County Juvenile Court System.
Oh, she's a judge.
Was convicted of unlawful interest in a public contract for helping her brother keep his job as a juvenile corrections officer.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, like leaking shit. Okay, I get, yeah, no, that, yeah, I get that. Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Would you ever do a Saints Row 2 stream?
Yeah, I would. Game's really, Saints Row 2's the best one.
You didn't answer my fucking question. Do you like 7-Up?
I do like 7-Up. I do like 7-Up. 7-Up is amazing. I mean, Dr. Pepper's better, though.
Hey Pyro, I just wanna say that you're my favorite content creator and your videos have always been very entertaining despite the length. Okay, play Valorant.
Just a shill at the end.
7-Up these nuts poggers, I'm dying.
7-Up, 7 fingers up my ass.
It's a 4th-degree felony. She lost her job and her law license and was sentenced to 6 months in jail.
Pepsi's better. Holy shit, she's got that fucking like...
She lost her job and her law license and was sentenced to 6 months in jail.
She doesn't even look displeased. She just looks like she's gonna like force choke someone as a Sith Lord. What the fuck? Yeah, no. Someone in the chat just said Pepsi's better. The funny thing is, I've seen so many videos and articles. When they do blind taste tests with Pepsi and Coke, people always say Pepsi's better. But then when they do the actual... When they can see it, they'll always say Coke's better. So Coke is better branding, basically. Coke won with the branding, even though it's worse.
Her supporters felt the punishment was too extreme.
Personally, I don't think you should drink any of them. I think you should be a Chad and drink Lucozade, but that's my opinion.
In particular for someone who'd never been in trouble before and who still had a positive impact in the community. Some also claimed the conviction was politically motivated. Through various appeals, Hunter was able to delay her sentencing for over 6 years. Today, her attorney, David Singleton...
Is it just me, or like delaying a sentencing is just worse? Like, if you need time to build a case, I understand that, but like, wouldn't like having like a court date looming over your head just fuck with you? I just want it fucking over and done with.
Her attorney, David Singleton, is asking the judge to delay sentencing yet again.
She's lost peace of mind.
Not if you know you're guilty. I mean, like, I don't know. I think it's just kind of a fucking looming over your head kind of thing. Yeah, it'd fuck with you mentally because you're not escaping it. It's coming. You're just delaying the inevitable.
Knowing when that
Judgment Day is inevitable.
day was going to come and she'd have to go to jail. That's a lot.
eat nothing, drink salt, pass kidney stones. That's actually the most mature thing I've read in this entire chat today. That's probably the only person in this chat who's old enough to legally make a Twitch account.
For one person to have on her shoulders.
Judge Patrick Dinkelacke has heard the request and is ready to announce Hunter's sentence. But first he has a message for those self-described registered voters who sent dozens of postcards to his home asking him not to send Hunter to jail.
The attempt was to intimidate me in any way. That has flat out failed, okay? I will never, ever, ever bow to that type of pressure, veiled threats, vicious comments, lies about me or anything else.
I think that's a cope. I mean, it's like, if they just literally sent letters saying, she's a good woman, please don't do it, like, you know, you're a fucking moron. But if they're actually like sending letters like threatening him and shit, then that's fucked. That's fucked 100%.
Registered voters who sent dozens of postcards to his home asking him not to send Hunter to jail.
Because the narrator isn't specifying if they're actually being violent or not, right? He's just saying that they sent letters. So that's like context there is so fucking important.
The attempt was to intimidate me in any way. That has...
I've just seen the 3 ages of every Pyrocynical fan. I'm 12, almost 20, and I'm 97.
Flat out fail, okay? I will never, ever, ever bow to that type of pressure, veiled threats, vicious comments, lies about me or anything else.
Then everyone in the crowded courtroom anxiously awaits Judge Dinkelacke's decision.
Number 1, you pay the cost of these proceedings. Number 2, you are to do not violate any laws. Number 3, you are to do 6 months in the Hamilton County Justice Center. Credit 1 day. Mr. or Ms. Deputy.
Yeah, most of you here seem to be like 16 to 20. That's about 16 years older than any of the Minecraft streamers. So good job guys.
Take her away.
Oh wait, what was her sentencing?
Courtroom anxiously awaits Judge Dinkelacke's decision.
Number 1, you pay the cost of these proceedings. Number 2, you are to do not violate any laws. Number 3, you are to do 6 months in the Hamilton County Justice Center. Credit 1 day. Mr. or Ms. Deputy can take her away.
6 months? 6 months in a day?
Hunter's supporters are outraged. In fact, keep your eyes on this woman as she attempts to approach Hunter, but is intercepted by court officers.
The worst thing is, if they never sent the letters to the judge to like try to like win him over, I reckon he wouldn't have been as bitter about that sentencing. Because he made that he made that all about him as well.
Then watch closely. As this deputy attempts to take Hunter away, initially she seems to resist. But then, perhaps realizing that her time is...
that guy at the back is so dog shit, man. He's literally just going, guys, calm down. Stop, guys. Please sit down, okay?
Run out. Her body goes totally limp. While shouts of no justice are heard from the gallery, she's literally dragged out of the courtroom.
Oh my god, she's just lifeless. She doesn't even look that, like, annoyed. She just looks like she's chilling. I'm not gonna lie.
While shouts of no justice are heard from the gallery, she's
she's method acting. It's like how Jared Leto, when he's playing Joker, he just like send like dead animals to people and stuff.
Literally dragged out of the courtroom.
$2.1k viewers, we famous. Yeah, no, unironically, the only reason why we've got 2k viewers is because I actually have the fucking quality options now. Because when the stream crashed and restarted, I've got quality options. And also because I'm really funny and hilarious, but you know. Random question. Are you going to do an inscription stream? Oh, yeah, fuck. They brought out endless mode, didn't they? Yeah, I'd do that.
As tempers flare in the courtroom, Hunter's put in a wheelchair and processed, while her supporters exit the building and rally outside.
Now we're just waiting for jschlatt. Fuck off, man. A man can dream, okay? A man can dream.
Hunter eventually begins serving the 6 months at the Hamilton County Justice Center, but she's released early, serving just under 3 months based on her participation in a court-authorized work detail.
Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam.
Subscribe to A&E to never miss a new video.
Shut up. Should we do another court cam, guys? I think we should do another court cam. Hang on. Sorry, I'm just sending the analytics for the new video off to management. Just give me a second here. Where? Okay. Have you guys seen the new video yet? By the way? The new Pyro video? It is... Yeah, okay. I've just checked the video to make sure it doesn't have any claims or anything. Okay. What should we watch? The most viewed moments. I kind of want to keep to the court cam stuff, I'm not going to lie. Because that stuff's kind of interesting. It's a lot more like actual stuff going on compared to just top 5. Oh my god. 2 inmates escape by grabbing on the bottom of a bus. There's no way. Hang on.
Next, we head to the Franklin County Courthouse in Columbus, Ohio. The morning arraignment just finished, and a group of female defendants are being loaded onto a bus on their way to jail. Keep your eyes on the 2 women in the back of the line. They just slipped under the carriage of the bus.
The squad.
In a bold attempt to escape.
You said JoJo Part 6.
These brazen women are Tracy Mobley, 39.
Better claim Pyro's video since he checked so he won't notice. No, don't do that, please. You'll get a whole $7 of revenue. Don't do it. You still got the unregistered hypercam? Yeah, the quality of these is dog shit. I'm still keeping it.
Charged with aggravated theft. And Mary Morrissey, 40, charged with a number of traffic violations, including drunken driving.
Literally looks like me if I was a woman.
The 2 women apparently concocted this plan on their way to the bus. Here they are near the end of the line. Notice how they step quickly and move to the back.
Go on, girls.
As you can see, their legs are free.
Country
But they're
road,
shackled
take
at the
me
wrists
home.
to each other. And without a security guard in sight, they put the plan into action.
Oh my god.
Watch.
The head just gets squished like a melon as soon as it starts driving.
Again, as they casually scoot under the bus. With both women now clinging to the undercarriage, the ride begins.
You can just play like royalty-free trolling music, man, like the Vanos Gaming trolling music.
About 20 seconds later, the bus stops at a light, and the defendants make their move. There's Morrissey over by...
I just imagine, I don't know why I do this, man. Like, I imagine editing this into a video, and I swear what I'm going to do is, I just imagine this now. When the bus starts driving, I'm just going to add like a TF2 crit sound and just have like a hit marker just flashing here, like a head got crushed.
About 20 seconds later, the bus stops at a light, and the defendants make their move. There's Morrissey over by the wall. Somehow, she's broken free from Mobley and takes off.
That is insane. That is insane how that actually works. And the fact that she's still wearing a prison uniform, but being so just inconspicuous about it.
She does.
Like, she's still just hanging around the prison.
Realize is that sitting in this car is Terry Meyer, who just happens to work for a private detective agency.
Man.
He sees...
Man. You know what? I feel so... What'd this girl do? What'd this girl do again? Because I don't want to say I feel bad for her if she's like a mass serial killer. Aggravated theft. That's... You didn't... Yeah. All right. We can make fun of it. Like, you have such bad luck. Because if that was like an undercover cop that's purposely put there for escapees, I get that. But imagine... You risk your life to get underneath a prison bus, break off your cuffs, and then an off-duty PI finds you, man. Not even a real cop. Literally just the short white guy from Breaking Bad. What's his name again? Not Hank. Yeah, I guess it's Hank Schrader. I meant Mike. Yeah, I meant Mike. But,
didn't realize is that sitting in this car is Terry Meyer, who just happens to work for a private detective agency.
Oh, hang on. I got a WhatsApp message about my video. Has it been age restricted? No. Alright,
He sees what's happening, so he gets out and chases after Morrissey.
I mean, that's not chasing. That's just like power walking.
Off camera, Mobley has also fled the scene.
Yes! Criminals!
Police detective Amy Morris, who was on her way to court, sees Mobley, tackles her to the ground, and turns her in. Meanwhile, Meyer also manages to return Morrissey to the courthouse as well.
Oh my God.
She suffers no serious injuries and is returned to police. Mobley, however, is not so lucky. She suffers a broken back during the attempted escape and is taken to a hospital. In addition to their pending cases, both women are later charged with felony escape. Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam.
You gotta... What the fuck is this? You gotta feel sorry for them though, man, because it's like she broke her back and then she gets charged on top of that. So she'll be in agonizing pain and gets a longer sentence. Yeah, mission failed. We'll get him next time. Yeah, she'll try again next week. Don't worry, guys. Don't feel too bad for her.
Coming from the man who straight up drank from a mason jar for years.
Man, there was nothing wrong with that jar. It served its purpose, all right? At least I'm not wasting plastic like this. To be fair, these are recyclable. What other one could we put on?
It's funny hearing of these Ohio counties, as I did GIS homework and dealt with data from these counties like Franklin and Cuyahoga.
Biggest courtroom mistakes. That could be a good one. That could be a good one.
This is the Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center in Miami, Florida. And this is Eduardo Arama. Arama is supposed to be locked up inside said facility, but he's not, and that's a problem. The inmate did not escape. Instead of paperwork.
What'd you put? Largest courthouse blunders. Yeah. But the blunder is, instead of getting like 250 quid sent to you like you've been framed, you'll get 20 years in prison.
Error triggered his early release into the public on what just happened to be his 52nd birthday. It was a nice present, considering Arama still had just under a year to serve, linked to criminal mischief, probation violation, and shooting or throwing a deadly missile into a dwelling or vehicle.
1% of the population of America is in prison. That's 99% too small.
Yes, throwing a missile into a dwelling or vehicle.
So wait, what was that again? Criminal mischief. Okay, I guess that's just being a bellend. Probation violation. That's like leaving when you're on house arrest, right? Shooting, throwing a deadly... Oh my... Why do they... I don't know why they call them missiles. It was like a rock, I'm assuming. Hang on.
To serve, linked to criminal mischief, probation violation, and shooting or throwing a deadly missile into a dwelling or vehicle.
Yeah, no, they count rocks and bricks as missiles. They actually call them that. They could just say projectile, but I guess it just sounds worse in court. Easier job for prosecution.
Yes, throwing a missile into a dwelling or vehicle. After realizing the mistake, authorities issued warnings to the public, including this wanted flyer. Based on Arama's criminal record, his accidental release was a serious situation. For nearly 3 days, there was no sign of Arama until he resurfaced in an unlikely place. On a Zoom call with the Miami-Dade Circuit Court. That's Arama, who, despite being aware...
Why has he got a dog with him? What's the dog doing?
...that he's currently a wanted man, looks pretty relaxed. From an undisclosed location...
I mean, that's a cope saying he looks relaxed. Like, he's got a face mask on. You can't see what he looks like. I mean, I respect he's just got the dog. He probably knows he's going to jail, and he's like doing one of those like YouTuber apology videos where he just pulls the dog out. Cooper, I don't know how we're gonna get past this dude.
With a friendly little pooch on his lap. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the brown
dog looks high.
County courts.
Wait, when does jschlatt go live, by the way? Doesn't he go live in an hour? Because I'll probably just host him once, I'll probably host him once we get, yeah, 1 hour. Yeah, it's 1 hour, right? Yeah.
Set up an easily accessible portal for remote hearings. Prior to his release, Arama had a hearing scheduled for today that he should.
Oh my god, we need like 2 of these now. Jesus Christ, fucking hell! Fix your fucking webcam, bro.
Should be joining from inside
actual
the correctional
Twitch
facility.
stream, actual
Instead,
average Pyro Twitch stream.
Looks like he's on the patio.
How bad is that quality, man?
Despite being wanted by police, he shows up for his hearing.
There's just
and
something
is
so
even a little
comedic about how
early.
terrible.
At the time, the only other person on the video call is his attorney, Assistant Public Defender Fadya Salem. But after a brief conversation discussing his situation with her, he hangs up before the actual hearing begins.
Mr. Arama is a sentenced inmate. He is sentenced to state prison. He was released in error.
As you know, Mr. Arama was present. His video was working. Then he turned it off.
Miss Salem, have you spoken?
Zoom class. Oh yeah, no, this is actually embarrassing because these people are talking about like whether people are going to go to prison or not, and I just imagine 2 Mad joining and going like, "Shum guy."
With him about surrendering?
Judge, I have spoken to him.
Just look. He doesn't even say anything. Just looks at the camera like.
Spoken with him about surrendering?
Judge, I have spoken to him. This is his only request.
Also, can we stop with these green screens?
Judge, I have spoken
Can we stop with these green? They look fucking terrible. They look. I don't care if your background has got like family photos and stuff, or there's a Christmas tree and it looks unprofessional. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. It just reminds me of that Tom Scott video where he's trying to prove a point on how dog shit green screens are.
This is his only request. He has only but a few possessions left to his name and a dog. And he's merely asking...
I like how the editor was literally told by this YouTube channel, hey, you know the dog? Can you show the dog and brighten it up? Just in case, you know...
his name and a
just in case you get confused between this guy and the dog. People might not be able to draw that comparison.
dog. And he's merely asking for the court to
Holy doggo.
give him
Holy
a date
dog.
to surrender so that
Actual
he can find somebody
holy
to
dog.
take those possessions.
Despite the fact that Arama's supposed to be in jail, Salem continues to make the case for a little more free time for her client.
Your Honor, he's not a flight risk. You know, answers the
Please,
authorities.
for the love of God, look into Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, the new one with Elijah Wood in it. It's so damn good and I think you'd love it since you like old Utopia. Love the content, moi, you're awesome. Less than 3.
Thank you, Bacon. No, I've watched all of Dirk Gently. I watched it. The soundtrack's done by Cristobal as well, so it's really good. Season 2 was dog shit though. I'm really sorry. I can't defend season 2. Season 1 is really good. It's a little bit quirky. I guess it's more like kind of a lighthearted Utopia. But Cristobal did the music for season 1, and then they didn't hire him again for season 2, so I just didn't even bother watching it. I don't think season 2 is that good. But season 1 of Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency is really good.
Calls appears in court on Zoom.
Yeah, I just remember seeing that Cristobal wasn't on season 2. I watched 2 episodes and I was like, yeah, I'm not even bothering. I'm not even bothering. Like I actually simp Cristobal that much that I will watch shit I would never watch in my life just knowing he does the music. Like White Lotus, I never would have watched that show ever. But I found it because I like anything that Cristobal works with. And I actually enjoy the show. I think it's really good.
Zoom. Answers the authorities' calls, appears in court on Zoom, is not at risk for a flight. We're merely asking for a day.
I'm assuming this is his lawyer. The woman said he joined the call for 5 seconds, so he's not a flight risk. It's like he joined on like Justin TV Hypercam, says nothing and then leaves. Your Honor, he technically did appear, so he should be let go.
So that he can get his possessions to somebody to take care of.
But Judge Marlene Fernandez-Caravezos seems to think Arama's dog-sitting vacation has
The other woman's broken. Yeah, she's definitely got some really high ping. Needs to sort that shit out.
lasted long enough.
He's had that day, Miss Salem. He was released on Monday. It's now Thursday. He surrendered today.
Eduardo Arama was taken back into custody the following day without incident. The Miami-Dade Department of Corrections issued a statement saying, quote, "Our review of the circumstances surrounding this inmate release is ongoing to include a full internal investigation." Now to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, where Judge John Hurley is conducting remote bond hearings with inmates held.
I actually can't tell. Was this recorded in like 1965? What is with this quality?
At the Broward County Jail. 25-year-old Brian Noval believes he's only been charged with battery, but the record...
You're on a Sports Direct mug. Sports Direct mugs be like, I can literally baptize my child in them.
...reads differently.
You were charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence battery. You're going to be held no bond, sir, until...
Someone in chat said Android front-facing camera. I tried to call my girlfriend on Discord, and it is like 2 FPS live stream. It is embarrassing. So even though I'm an Android user, I'll let you off with that.
Further order of the court. Thank you.
Wait, what did I give him?
Been charged with battery, but the record reads differently.
You were charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence battery. You're going to be held no bond, sir, until further order of the court. Thank you.
No bond, so no bail.
The realization that he's going back to jail starts to sink in.
No, battery is like assault. It's not an actual fucking Duracell battery.
For Noval.
Kidding me? Yeah, no, I'm not kidding you. That's the truth. You're not going anywhere. That's the truth. All right, thanks. All right, Suzanne Wall. My charge was battery. Oh, wow, I know, man. But that's the way life is. What did he say? Whoa. Hey, bring that guy back.
Uh-oh.
So what did you just say when you walked away?
Nothing, sir.
I called you a because you're... Woo.
Okay, I respect that he's committing to the bit. He's not retracting what he said. I respect that.
Did you? Okay, hold on a second, sir. Sir, this
man's going to jail for them AAA.
court is inclined to hold you in contempt of court, and I want to know from you, give me a reason why I should not hold you in contempt of court.
I don't see a reason why you shouldn't, because there's not a reason this should be here.
Okay, sir, I find you in contempt of court for using that...
I respect it. He is actually committing. He is committing. I respect that. I do respect that.
With the court you just used, I'm going to ask you...
Judges are such pussies. It depends who you're dealing with, really. Like that black woman that like gave the white woman like a year in jail to like a day for like apologizing. Like she dealt with it pretty well. But yeah, it just seems to be like these older guys that are just like complete ego trips.
If you have anything to say before I pass sentence.
Thing is, I kind of get it though as well, because these judges probably have to deal with like 300 people a day, right? So like you kind of just treat everyone like they're... It's like when you go to airport check-in or something, right? You get treated like a piece of shit. You get treated like meat. Unless obviously you pay like way too much money to fly like fucking business or something.
I apologize, I was out of line. I'm just upset because this is not what I was charged with.
I mean, let him off, surely. He apologized.
With the battery.
I accept your apology, and I will sentence you to 60 days in the Broward County Jail. Thank you.
Wait, is that...
After getting hit with 2 months in jail, it appears the foul-mouthed defendant...
Wait, did he get 2 months just from swearing?
...may have finally learned his lesson.
Surely not.
Or...
Can I take the back in?
Maybe not.
Don't do it, man.
Hold it. Come on back.
Don't do it, man.
Sir, I'm inclined to hold you in contempt of court again. I'm going to send you to another
60 days
to run
oh my god.
To the prior 60
120 days.
You're up to 120 days in the Broward County Jail.
Literally.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say? All right, sir. Thank you
literally more than a third. 4-month ban.
very much. You're done.
I didn't even know you can do that.
Yes, he can, and yes, he did.
All right, thank you.
He was actually released 4 days later by the judge.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. So he basically risked everything to get the boys to laugh, and it paid off. So I respect that. I respect that. He's a Gmod admin. Nah, the average Gmod admin is like 12. So no, I don't think that's the case.
Move on to the Lake County Common Pleas Court in Painesville, Ohio.
Pyro, please show feet. You are dedicated. I'll give you that. You are dedicated. You've been here all stream asking the same thing over and over. I'll show feet if you keep asking for the next 10 years. Maybe then.
32-year-old Manson M. Bryant is in court to receive a sentence for aggravated burglary, aggravated robbery, kidnapping, abduction, and carrying a concealed weapon.
Aggravated burglary, robbery, kidnapping, abduction. Oh, that'd be like 20 years. Yeah, abduction and kidnapping is like, yeah, that's like 20
All
years.
stemming from a violent home invasion he committed with 2 others.
All rise. This court of common pleas is now in session. The Honorable Eugene Lucci presiding.
The judge handing down the sentence is the Honorable Eugene Lucci, whom Bryant has appeared before 3 previous times for different crimes. In the past, Bryant has had words with the judge during sentencing. This time around, Manson expressed remorse to the judge, saying, quote, "I've made a lifetime of bad decisions. I am truly sorry. I respect you, and I respect your decision." That decision is about to come down.
Okay.
The court determines that his conduct and his criminal history shows that consecutive terms are needed to protect the public from future.
What the fuck? What is that? What is this? Has he got like a fucking live sub counter for his YouTube channel or something? What is that?
Shows that consecutive terms are needed to protect the public from future crime.
At this point, it's safe to assume that Bryant will be spending some time in prison, but just how much remains to be seen.
Court sentences you to prison on count 1 aggravated burglary.
Guys, we're about to hit 95k subscribers. If you could subscribe to me, I'd appreciate it. That is court.tv.
Felony 1 for 8 years. And
8
3
years.
years on the firearm specification.
Okay, I expected
Court
20.
sentences you on count 3 aggravated robbery for 8
Oh, that's
years,
not even the hostage.
plus 3 years.
Hostage
on
will
the
fuck him.
firearm specification for a total of 22 years.
I'm a genius. I should be a lawyer. Holy, I guess 20, 22. I'm a genius.
Credit for 231 days.
Fuck your courtroom. Didn't this guy said like, "I'm really sorry, I respect your decision," and then he's all like, "Fuck you, man."
1 days.
Just completely loses it. I gotta move up here. Fuck your courtroom.
Remember?
It's literally him taking a hostage that fucked him.
I was mistaken. The court determined.
I gotta keep moving my fucking camera.
Maximum
You literally can't even hear him because there's just so much fucking bleeping.
You can see 2 people in the gallery trying to calm Bryant down.
Hey, take him out, please. Take him out, please. I love you, bro. I love you, man. Don't worry. I love you, Chad.
So that's 28 years.
I think the worst thing is when you're like the people that are sat there like hoping that you get off innocent, they're actually telling you to shut the fuck up. That's a problem.
With credit for 231 days. All right, you can take him.
Bryant's outburst leads the judge to impose the maximum sentence allowed for his conviction. He'll now spend 28 years behind bars.
Oh my God.
Bryant plans to appeal the decision.
6 more years. 6 more years. I have never seen that. I mean, that's a bit, I don't know. Did he assault anyone? He obviously molded, but he didn't really. Gee, 6 years, man. Fucking hell.
He has
6
no
more years
remorse whatsoever, and therefore the court determines that maximum imprisonment is needed. He poses the greatest likelihood of recidivism.
Next up, we head to a traffic court proceeding in Sacramento, California. The court clerk is waiting on the defendant, Scott Green, who's appearing today for speeding and license tag violations.
Okay.
There he is.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Green?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes, defendant Green is also Dr. Scott Green, a plastic surgeon.
He's like in the middle of an operation. He's like, "Oh shit, I got my court date."
Hi. Are you available for trial? It kind of looks like you're in an operating room right now.
I am, sir. I'm in the operating room. Yes, I'm available for trial.
Okay.
The actual Chad multitasker. You imagine he's doing like open brain surgery on someone. He's like, "I'm not guilty." Anyways.
me just briefly advise you that the proceedings right now, they are being live streamed on YouTube. That's because traffic trials are required by law to be open to the public. Since we're limiting physical access to the courtroom right now, that's how we're making them open to the public, okay?
Okay. Streaming or not, Dr. Green.
That is insane. That is insane. The actual Chad multitasker. He should be acquitted of all crimes just because of that.
Ready to go. The good doctor is sworn in and continues to multitask as he waits for Court Commissioner Gary Link to get things started.
So, can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Officer Monroe, Mr. Green.
I think he'll be in the ultimate Chad if he actually manages to like clutch the operation. So these trials need to be public, but Ghislaine Maxwell's isn't. Yeah, I read something that like her trial won't be publicized because it's civil or something, some shit, like some bullshit cope like that. But yeah, it's just genius.
So unless I'm mistaken, I'm seeing a defendant.
Yeah, federal. That's right.
In
Yeah,
the middle of an
it's such a cope though.
Operating room, appearing to be actively engaged in providing services to a patient. Is that correct, Mr. Green?
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you asking me if I'm a Chad, sir? Because I am, sir.
Commissioner Link seems a bit concerned about Dr. Green's setting and his ability to continue the hearing while performing a facelift on a patient.
I'm not even mad. I think that's cool. If he manages to like, could you imagine he goes to bed with his wife? That is going to be the best sex ever. Like literally, he clears his court charge and then he does a successful surgery. That is shit you tell your grandkids, man.
I do not feel comfortable for the welfare of a patient if you're in the process of operating that I would put on a trial.
The virgin judge. The virgin judge.
Notwithstanding the fact that the officer's here today.
So I have another surgeon right here who's doing the surgery.
Oh, the judge is so blue pill, bro. He's such a beta.
With me, so I can stand here and allow them to do the surgery also.
Actual fucking coward, bro.
I don't think so.
Let him do it, man. Let him do it.
Come up with a different date when you're not actively involved or participating in attending to the needs of a patient.
Looks like Dr. Green's plan isn't going over so.
You know, the judge is the grind set, the Sigma grind set. The worst thing is, you know, the judge is only doing that because he knows it's been live streamed on YouTube and he'll look bad. If the judge goes ahead and allows it to happen, he's going to look bad. And then the doctor guy's just going to look like a Chad. That is actually the only reason why he's making it a him problem. I can't believe I'm defending this fucking surgeon. But it's just like, the judge will look bad. Because it's being fucking broadcasted on YouTube and it'll be covered in the news. Like, what the fuck did you let a guy operate on someone while doing a court?
Well, with the court.
I apologize.
Okay, yeah, it is common sense. It is common sense, but also America, so, you know.
Your Honor, to the court, sometimes surgery doesn't always go as...
The court, you know, it happens. We want to keep people healthy. We want to keep them alive. That's...
We want to keep them alive. Is that I thought that was fucking blood on his hygiene mask then. I was like, what the fuck is he been doing?
Important. Thank you. Okay, you're both free to go now.
Although the Zoom received plenty of attention from the media, the original court business was resolved when Dr. Green paid his fines just a few days later.
He lost his license? No.
So the Zoom.
No, he didn't. What's his name? Scott Green? Hang on. Surgeon being investigated. Surgeon defends Zoom call. Nah, he hasn't lost his job. He hasn't lost his job, has he? Surgeon being investigated after making court appearance from operating theater. Nah, I don't think he lost his job. I think it's just, this was March as well. Nah, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing.
Zoom received plenty of attention from the media. The original court business was resolved when Dr. Green paid his fines just a few days later.
Your Honor, find the case Nicoletti versus Stevens, case number 0672178-2PH.
Next, we take you inside the Oakland County
Go ahead, take my license. You can't unfuck my hearing.
Circuit Court near Detroit, Michigan. The judge is Martha Anderson.
May it please the court, Your Honor. Paul Nicoletti appearing on behalf of myself.
That's attorney Paul Nicoletti, who's in court because of an ongoing feud with a former client Karen Stevens.
Good afternoon, Judge. Karen Stevens, in pro per for my motion for sanctions against Mr. Nicoletti for this vexatious and frivolous PPO.
Stevens.
You could actually have told me that this trial took place in World War II and you've got like Hitler sat on the back bench being trialed. Because this quality is just fucking horrendous.
Claims Nicoletti has petitioned the court for a personal protection order against her over accusations of stalking. She's here to fight the order and try to bring sanctions against Nicoletti.
My motion for sanctions against Mr. Nicoletti for this vexatious and frivolous PPO.
I'm sorry, on his what?
I have a motion for sanctions against...
I know that. And the purpose of the sanctions are based on what?
It was a frivolous and vexatious PPO based on nonsense.
This video feels like a Discord gif. It's like when someone tries to pull a funny and they just upload the entire Joker film on Discord and it's like 1 megabyte. Literally just feels like this.
I am not stalking Mr. Nicoletti.
I haven't signed a PPO.
Just to clarify, the personal protection order that Stevens is referring to has not even been issued.
His petition for a PPO. Let me...
Okay, were you served?
No, I wasn't, but may I...
No, you may not. How can you ask to sanction someone when you haven't even been served?
Oh, that's way too loud. That was... Oh my fucking god, I think I just blew my hearing out.
Interrupt me when I'm speaking, ma'am.
I have a constitutional right to be heard.
On what basis? There is no case before me, ma'am, other than the fact that you filed this frivolous motion, taking up this court's time for no good reason other than your own personal vendetta against this man. I did not issue a PPO. And here you are taking up my time so that you want me to chastise him and...
Does anyone know what's going on? By the way, I just keep hearing the word PP being mentioned every 5 seconds.
And make him pay money? No, ma'am. Your relief is denied, and in addition to that, I am sanctioning you with costs of $500.
Thank you, Soup, for 6 gifted subs, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ron.
So not only does Stevens fail to get
I
sanctions
don't understand what's going on here apart from PP.
she's hit with a $500 fine of her own. Unhappy with the decision.
Yeah, let's watch another one. I don't get that one's just PP. That was just PP poo poo. Teens on trial, life insurance money. Yeah, watch this one.
For our next story, we need to warn you. It contains images that may be disturbing for some viewers.
Of this pure evil overkill.
We're in Knoxville, Tennessee for the trial of 32-year-old...
Actually, let's watch one of the court freakout ones, because those ones are better. Oh, this one, yeah. Hang on, this one's pretty slick. If it's the one I think of.
This is one of the most ghastly crimes I've ever seen. The hottest places in hell are reserved for people like you.
We're in Canton, Ohio for the case of 73-year-old Philip Snyder. 7 months earlier, Snyder said his wife of 53 years died during a road trip the couple were taking to Graceland in Tennessee.
Why is it always the camera quality or the audio? Because no one invests in this shit at all. They just pay that person to do the funny highlight outline thing like they did on the dog.
But when his story didn't add up, family members contacted police and they paid him a visit.
You guys okay?
I'm okay, yes.
Okay.
My wife passed away.
Snyder claimed that just 4 days earlier, his wife died of a medical...
I don't want to do the whole JCS bit again, but it's just like... It's the way he says that with such conviction. And apparently his wife passed away recently as well. But that is just so... That's such a bad sign, man.
Wife passed away.
Like almost talking about it like it's an achievement, right? It's fucking weird.
Snyder claimed that just 4 days earlier, his wife died of a medical emergency near Graceland.
Literally, wife passed away, smiley face. Yeah, literally.
She choked on her phlegm. She'd been choking for about a year.
Okay.
And
she's been choking for quite a year. She's been choking for quite a life. What the fuck?
She wanted to go down one more time before she died. I think she knew she was going to die.
The already fishy story became more questionable when Snyder claimed he simply gave his wife's body to paramedics.
Well, so what happened? So where's your wife now? What happened to her?
They took her to a place where they cremate people.
Okay, and you don't know where that is either?
No.
Police became even more suspicious during...
It's so weird though, right? Because when you see people this age, you kind of think like they're almost like a little bit senile. So like, oh, they're just harmless, you know, like the fucking old guy from Up. But yeah, like the fact that you can still commit murder and shit, man, like fucking hell.
Follow-up interviews when details of Snyder's story...
Because he doesn't even look physically imposing. He just looks like a fucking beanbag.
Snyder's story changed, and they were unable to find any record of his wife being admitted to a cremation.
Someone in chat said that the old guy is throwing right now. It's like he's the one person just been rooting for the murderer in every video.
Facility in Tennessee. Investigators didn't have enough evidence to charge Snyder with any crime. So for him, life continued as usual, including daily coffee and conversation with other locals around town.
You enjoying this weather?
But unknown to Snyder, the person indulging him in conversation today is actually undercover police officer Joan Bauer.
No!
Who's been sent in to crack the case.
What's your name?
The police were sus all along.
I'm Missy.
She's an imposter. It's like, actually, chat, you know you're actually siding with the murderer, by the way. I just want you guys to know that.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
In the weeks that followed, Bauer befriended Snyder and earned his trust. All the while, their conversations were being recorded.
It's gonna be nice tomorrow. You wanna go for a walk tomorrow? Maybe.
Over time, Bauer got him to open up about his wife's death and the story he told police.
Okay.
XX_wife_killer_XX. The worst thing is, that would be an actual name in like a card or Gears of War lobby.
I lied to them.
Right.
So they figured it out.
Yeah, but
but they since I lied
The undercover cam is better quality than the court cam.
to them, they spent all that time searching for her.
like you said, as long as they don't have the body, they can't tell what she died from.
What I did first was I said the paramedics in Memphis took her because she died on her way to Memphis.
Oh, okay.
Officer Bauer continued pressing Snyder for details, but no one could have imagined what came out of his mouth next.
Can you imagine a hammer this big and this big around?
Like a mallet?
Yeah, 2 pounds.
Okay.
Why would you even tell someone? Probably unironically lonely. I'm not even joking, because like that's the thing with like old people. Like they usually are very, very lonely. And after like he got rid of his wife, he probably just had no one else to talk to.
Just scenario.
Right.
Say I bonked her in the head.
Right.
And her tongue came out. Just scenario.
Right.
Just a scenario. I killed her with a hammer, and then I ate her tongue. Just a scenario. It's almost like they could just make this entire claim and then just say like, fucking allegedly afterwards. Now that would just be the complete like ironclad defense in court.
A bag over her head.
The recorded conversation is enough for police to make an arrest later that day, believing Snyder killed his wife in their home before ever leaving for a road trip.
Hypothetically speaking, if I were to kill the woman, hypothetically.
You're kidding.
Step up.
You're kidding.
Fun games are over.
He says he's kidding. It's like, ah, you got me. Ah. Yeah, he should have said in a video game that actually would have been his entire defense just completely done. Like, the police would have just coped into oblivion.
Philip Snyder was charged with aggravated murder and gross abuse of a corpse. No motive was established for the killing.
No motive. That's scary. Because usually it's insurance money, right? If you've been married for a while. Or some kind of will or something. No motive. That's always a fucking scary one.
Court is looking to solidify a plea agreement with the state, which calls for him to disclose the whereabouts of his wife's body in exchange for a recommended life sentence with parole eligibility after 20 years.
To the charge of aggravated murder, how do you plead? Is there anything that you would like to say prior to the sentencing?
put her in the Tennessee River. That's where I put her.
Just admits it straight away. Fucking hell. Literally just motive, a little trolling. I feel I shouldn't even be laughing at this shit, but yeah, fucking hell. I didn't even try.
All right, so you're telling me you put your wife in the Tennessee River?
Yes, sir.
Are you willing to take law enforcement to the area where you placed her in the Tennessee River?
If I have to, yes. Yes, sir.
If I have to, yes. I actually think that that poor woman just married a complete psychopath.
Well, in this particular case, I'm going to make sure that you do it.
But before he learns his sentence, a member of the victim's family has asked the court if he could give a victim impact statement.
I don't know if I can read this. Someone in chat said, the guy from Up killed his wife. That's fucking dark, man. That's fucking dark. That's actually...
That family member is his own son.
If the man sitting before you is not the father I know, he is not the man who raised me, teaching you many things, of which one was to have honor and respect. I see no honor and certainly no respect in his actions leading up to the day.
And finally, Judge Frank Forchon has some harsh words of his own to share.
Now, to me, to accept this agreement between the state and your counsel.
Why is the son looking like Walter White? Does he? Nah, he's just like guy with a goat. Come on, I gotta try a bit harder than that.
It sickens me. This is one of the most ghastly crimes I've ever seen. You're going to die in prison. That's the legacy that you left this family. And the last comment that I will make to you, sir, is this, and I hope you think about this for the rest of your life. The hottest places in hell are reserved for people like you. As to the angry,
I'd like to actually congratulate the judge here for having a worse mic than the Schlatt mic. This is... I cannot actually understand anything he's saying.
murder, I'm going to sentence you to life imprisonment with parole eligibility after serving 20 years of imprisonment. Like I said before, you're going to die in prison.
Following the hearing, Snyder changed his story again, claiming he dumped his wife's body in a dumpster in Kentucky. Her remains have yet to be found. Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam.
Shut up. We got another freak out one. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's do this one.
First up, we're in the 5th District Court in Cedar City, Utah, for the sentencing of Tristan Lamoureux. Lamoureux has just pled guilty to killing his wife, Misty, following an argument in their apartment. According to news reports, she was shot 5 times in the head.
Someone in chat said the old guy had watched too many Looney Tunes and thought that she'd just grow a big lump when she was hit with the hammer. Fucked him up, man.
Police arrived, they found Misty's body in the bathroom and Lamoureux fleeing the scene.
Didn't think you'd stream for this long. Nah, I was going to end it at like 10, but then I kind of realized it's only like a little bit before Schlatt actually comes online, so I'll probably just host him. I'll host him, and then I'll peer pressure him on Discord to host me, so technically I'm the one that benefits more because I'm a parasite.
Now in court, Lamoureux sits surrounded by 4 sheriff's deputies who closely watch over him. Judge G. Michael Westfall calls Misty's brother, Jason Wilson, to come up to the front of the courtroom and deliver an impact statement. As he approaches the podium, Wilson shoots an intimidating stare in the direction of the defendant, but Lamoureux seems unbothered as he casually rocks back and forth in his chair. After speaking for a bit, Wilson breaks from his emotional testimony and turns his full attention to Lamoureux.
You can tell the way he's rocking, he's going to kick
the
off.
words don't appear to have any effect on Lamoureux, Wilson tries a different approach.
No. We gone. We gone.
Sheriff's deputies step up as Wilson begins speaking directly to the man who killed his sister.
Wilson lunges at Lamoureux, but his lawyer pushes Wilson back against the barrier. Lamoureux stands up as if he's ready to rumble, but a deputy slams him to the ground and away from the melee. Chairs are left spinning as deputies drag Wilson.
It's good that the sheriffs did that, though. They almost treat the criminal as like collateral, if that makes sense. That's good. That's good, because it's like, you know, they're treated lesser, right? Because, you know, he literally did kill his fucking daughter. So yeah, that's yeah.
Wilson to the floor and restrain him. With the courtroom engulfed in chaos.
Oh, sister? Oh, it's a sister. Oh, shit.
These inmates taking in the scene seem completely unfazed. Moments later, Wilson's cuffed by the deputies. He apologizes for his outburst, and the judge orders him removed. The deputies put the courtroom back in order, and Lamoureux returns to rocking in his chair. According to local authorities, Jason Wilson was not charged for the incident. As for Tristan Lamoureux, he's eventually sentenced to 15 years to life in prison for first-degree murder. We're inside the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice in Detroit, Michigan. 25-year-old Jasmine Gordon and her...
This was the same court, wasn't it? This is the same court where that white girl was like laughing in front of the black family, and then she got booted out, and then she had to grovel. I'm pretty sure this is the same.
34-year-old boyfriend Clifford Thomas are being sentenced today for the death of Gordon's 3-year-old daughter, Jamila Smith. Thomas, who is not Jamila's father, was babysitting the girl when he claims she hit her head and stopped breathing. But authorities ruled her death a homicide, indicating the child died of multiple blunt force trauma injuries.
Oh my god. Yeah, that
Both
shit's
Gordon
just...
and Thomas were found guilty of involuntary manslaughter, among other charges.
The verdict will stand. Thank you, Judge. As found by the jury.
Today, Gordon and Thomas appear in court together, so family members won't have to deliver impact statements twice.
She made a bad choice, a real bad choice, and to let this stranger babysit her kids, because that man was a total stranger to them kids.
Wait, she's saying it's a bad choice. Didn't they both have it? Involuntary first degree. Yeah, they're both being charged the same. Involuntary first degree. Involuntary first degree. Yeah. Why is she...
Is the case.
She made a bad choice, a real bad choice, and to let this stranger babysit her kids, because that man was a total stranger to them kids.
Sitting just off camera in the gallery is the dead child's father, Dwayne Smith. There's only a few feet and not much else between Smith and the man convicted of killing his daughter. When he's asked to deliver an impact statement, he delivers.
Actual pixel fight. Actual pixel brawling.
If we take another look, you can see Smith enter the frame here and clearly punch Thomas in the head.
The girl who did it's crying. Yeah, I assume like out of guilt or something. Or more probably because she's going to be sentenced and her life's going to get fucked up because of it.
Amidst the chaos, Gordon has an emotional moment of her own. And has to be comforted by her attorney.
Sit down. Sit down.
It takes several sheriff's deputies to finally restore order. When the hearing resumes, Judge Margaret Van Houten issues a warning.
There will be no outbursts in the courtroom. If there are any, you'll be removed from the courtroom.
She sentences Thomas to 57 months to 15 years for involuntary manslaughter and 1 to 2 years for resisting arrest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... Hang on. 57 months to 15 years from voluntary manslaughter. So that's like a couple of years. Like 5 years. 1 to 2 years for resisting. Yeah, honestly, like if you're a fucking baby killer, then yeah. Like anything should be added on.
After Thomas is taken away,
he killed a kid, yeah. So basically, I think they somehow got it down to 3rd degree for the kid, like not intentional, but they got 1st degree for like child abuse.
tearful Gordon makes a plea to the judge.
To be placed in jail right now after kissing my daughter for the last time is something I would have wished I was safe for himself. I was not in the building. I was trying to forgive anybody, never.
The tears seem to have no impact on Judge Van Houten. She sentences Gordon to 7 to 15 years for involuntary manslaughter.
Wow.
And another.
She's actually getting a worse sentence than the guy. So the court actually thought that she was worse. But yeah, you can see it's that self-preservation. Yeah, no, literally cope.
14 to 25 years.
It's literally just self-preservation. Like, I wouldn't wish it on Satan. It's like, you killed a kid, bro.
As for Dwayne Smith, Judge Van Houten decides not to hold the grieving father in contempt of court for his outburst.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Next, we go all the way back.
Shut up. Shut up, man.
Looking for revenge. On trial is Jerome Boggs, accused of killing Blister Cook and his 4-year-old son, TJ. He's also facing charges of burglary and robbery. Boggs reportedly went to the Cook home to buy marijuana. Once inside, the drug deal turned into a robbery and double murder. Boggs is in court for his arraignment. He's pled not guilty to all charges. In the gallery are members of the victim's family, devastated by this horrific crime.
I'm just waiting for that guy again to go, and the family's dog, and it just like highlights the dog with that fucking sound effect again. This is old. You can actually tell that this is old. Like, this is actually like unregistered Hypercam 1.
The judge orders Boggs held without bond and sends him back to his cell. Just as
man, you can really tell that this is in like the 80s because the amount of denim that is in this fucking shot.
That's Blister Cook's brother, Michael, charging towards the defendant.
Yeah, and the mullet as well.
Donald Keith makes an attempt to get at Boggs. While officers handled that situation, a third man makes a run at Boggs, but no luck. He slips out the back door.
I'm done.
Boggs,
They just let him
several
go?
officers in the courtroom who prevent those angry family members from getting to Boggs.
Oh, no, okay, got it, yeah.
He's later found guilty of all charges and sentenced to life in prison with no chance for parole.
Oh, he's been taken back
Now
to
we
his
head to
cell?
Cleveland,
Okay.
Ohio, to the Cuyahoga County
this
Common
fucking
Pleas
guy
Court
again.
for the sentencing of convicted serial killer Michael Madison. Madison's been
We've already seen this one. That one's nothing new. Already seen that one.
now Ohio's death. Michael Madison is sentenced to death and will now live on Ohio's death row. Now we head to the Otero County Courthouse in Roswell, New Mexico, for the criminal trial of Michael Cox Jr.
That's where Breaking Bad is. New Mexico, what the hell?
Authorities say Cox molested a young child while the two were alone watching television.
Holy
He was
shit.
charged with criminal sexual contact of a minor under the age of 13.
He
trial
for the
now
streets.
concluded and Cox found guilty, Judge Jerry Ritter Jr. calls a bench conference with attorneys from both
I
sides.
pray for life.
As Deputy DA Scott Key, the man who just helped convict Cox, walks back to his seat, Cox unleashes his frustration.
Get him! You literally cannot have sympathy for that guy. You cannot have sympathy for that guy at all. You really cannot.
Cox lunges at Key, who makes a quick move before crashing into the podium. He takes a swing at Key as he hits the ground. Officer Cadius Smith enters the courtroom just in time to witness the ruckus.
The officer like just pulls out his phone. He just starts filming a TikTok. He's like, "Yeah, I ain't helping you. You did this to yourself."
She acts swiftly and attempts to restrain Cox. Key gets back on his feet and makes a run at Cox. But the melee only intensifies as a man from the gallery joins the fray. With his courtroom engulfed in chaos, Judge Ritter attempts to take control.
Watch Red Ape Family. Do you mean that fucking NFT thing? You mean that NFT show?
He leaves the bench and orders the room to be immediately cleared. With the confrontation now over, Key pulls himself together. He takes a moment to fix his hair and then straightens up the area, even putting a trash can back in place while
Please, Lord,
Cox is cuffed and led away.
Let it be life, at least.
Order is finally restored. Michael Cox Jr. received 18 years for criminal sexual contact with a minor.
6
and
years
for his ill-advised attack on Key, the newly convicted felon picked up an additional 6 years for felony battery on a
18
peace
years, by the way.
officer and misdemeanor
18 years.
aggravated battery. Both sentences will run consecutively. Thanks for being a...
I will never understand that shit. I will never understand that shit. Criminal justice system be fucked. Someone mentioned the NFT, the Red Ape NFT thing. I can show you this now. I want to warn you though, this is terrible. This is terrible. I'll show you it though, but it is terrible.
One man, one design. Wait. Am I reading this right? I'm doing a VO about monkeys going to space. Okay, whatever.
So I want to give some preface to this. You know those like monkey NFTs? They've made an entire like TV show around it, and it is just as bad as it sounds.
Whatever gets me paid, right?
We have ignition.
It's the year 2130. Earth is dying. Humans fucked up real bad. Michael Jackson bad.
Humans fucked up by shilling NFTs too much.
But there's still hope. Where there's an ape, there's a way.
They made the video an NFT as well. You are fucking joking. You're fucking joking. You are joking me. Oh my god, they made it into a fucking NFT. The whole video is an NFT! Are you fucking joking? 203 owners. 203 deluded people bought this. 1 Ethereum, bro. It's like 5k. Oh my god. Someone 6 days ago, 15 days ago, 2 days ago. Drop dead. How? Oh man. The pyramid scheme is real.
The Red Ape Family. Coming soon.
This is terrible. I'm gonna show this to you, and that'll actually perfectly end the stream. That'll perfectly end the stream, and then I can jschlatt.
Is that the you fucked up my face guy?
Oh, I don't want to. I'm gonna get secondhand embarrassment watching this, man, because this shit is embarrassing. Also, I like how the I got a plugin that shows you the old dislikes, and the dislikes are actually fucking horrendous. Planet goes hard. Feel free to land on it. Oh my god! Right, this is cringe. Like, I don't like to use that word because it's done to death, but this is cringe.
Are these Yetis stupid or what? Hey Chucky, hey Chucky. Man's not hot, Chucky.
Man's not hot. Man's not hot was like a 2018 meme. Please tell me there's subtitles. There's no subtitles. Great. Great.
Bugger. Fuck.
stupid, nonsensical, goddamn Yetis are at it again.
Leave it to me, boys.
Finally.
Is that Rick and Morty? If like one of the animators had like a bring your kid into work day and they just left the child to make an entire project on their own.
Hey, buddy, you flown this thing before, or
Well, actually, I had my first flight just last week.
What NFT is that? Skull of Colossal is crazy. What NFT is this?
Story short, ended up a little dead.
Yeah, this is a good start. Yep, real good.
2 days earlier.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
2 Chainz produced this. You are lying. 2 Chainz did not produce this. Also, I want to say, I've watched this before. The pacing in this show, it's like they've got 15 Family Guy cutaway gags and stitched them together without it even making any sense. Things just happen because they do, and that's it. Guys, it's funny because of swearing. He gets it. He gets it. They spelled detected wrong.
Gold. I ain't seen that shit in years.
Intruder detected. Dispatching response team.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's like every scene is animated by a different team.
Fuck. Keep up, boys.
Yeah, no.
Later, babies.
It is ugly. Like I get with the monkeys, that's how the actual NFT looks. I mean, it doesn't look good anyway, but I guess that's why they had to maintain that. But the other characters, I mean, look at this. Look at this shot here, like when he's escaping. Look how terrible. Look how terrible these people look. Like the one lying on the floor isn't even the same size. Fiverr animators. Yeah, no, the entire video, like, you know what? If the entire video actually costs $5, I would respect that. I actually would respect this animation.
They say that I'm way too cold. They say that my heart's too froze. They say that I'm made of gold. Told me sign I didn't know. They say that I'm way too cold. They say that my heart's too froze. They say that I'm made of gold. Told me sign I didn't know. Yeah.
Comic Sans. Unfiltered Comic Sans.
Tell me you've got something good.
Honey, would the husband you idolize and adore let you down? Don't answer that.
Do you know what this is? This little lump of gold is actually a device.
You can tell that these two people were not in the same recording booth when they talked. It's like this guy probably filmed his lines about 6 months ago and she filmed hers like yesterday.
Or let you down? Don't answer that.
Do you know what this is? This little lump of gold is actually a device containing the most valuable NFT ever created. I read about it in Vogue.
NF what?
Non-fungible token?
Non-fuckable toucan.
All you need to know is that it actually...
I can't even think of anything funny to say. This is actually fucking draining my brain so much. This is the most unfunny shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I've watched people be murdered today on trial, and I could try and make that into something funny. This is nothing. This is like a fucking Dementor from Harry Potter, bro. It's just like, it's just pulling all the funny, it's just pulling all the emotion, all the funniness away.
It is worth more than the entire city of Paris.
Including the Eiffel Tower?
Yes, including the Eiffel Tower.
He said awful instead of funny. Holy shit. How did I not think of that? How did I not think of that as a joke? How did 200 people buy this? Mental illness, unironically.
Well, this is another nice mess you got us into. Who? How? Huh? Is there a fucking owl here?
Like, who the fuck are these guys? Fucking Laurel and Hardy?
You won't get away with this, Chucky.
2 days later.
Michael Porter, please make your way to the boarding gate. The entire craft...
Donald Trump. Donald Trump for no reason. Why?
There's life on Mars after all.
Welcome to Mars International Airport, motherfucker. We outside. Hey, Maurice. Hey, yo,
Trump
Maurice,
funny.
we don't pay
Literally
you
Trump funny.
for no reason, man. What you doing? Put him in the boat.
We've got an amazing opportunity here. Don't fuck it up.
Dr. Nwatiti, what are you doing? You can't just snack on civilians like that.
What are you talking about?
That monkey is so fucking hot. I want him so bad. Mods, ban him. Ban him for a week.
That is not very nice.
Passport, please.
I'm Winky, he's Chucky, these young monkeys are Caesar and Hunky, and the dog's Rocky.
Oh, and this is Dr. Nwatiti, our family doctor / hypnotherapist / the last guest you want at a dinner party.
My cholesterol is gonna go up after this.
There's no need for your life story, Earthling.
Well, you better limber up, buddy. We've got to bust a move.
Oh, you're working for the Buskville Council? Well, why didn't you say so?
Why the fuck does he talk like
this all
that?
seems to be in order. Here are your documents.
Why is he... Bro, when I was like 12, the stickman pivot animations I make in school were better than this shit.
Make sure to get your gravity sneakers fitted before going outside. All right, then.
Gravity what?
Next.
Oh, apes. What a sexy surprise. Shoe sizes and body weights, please, my darlings.
No one can understand what this person's saying.
Away and die. We're doing 2-for-1 discounts on
No one can understand what this person's saying.
Sick. Size 14 and 200 kg, my man. What that?
Naughty.
It kinda reminds me of a Newgrounds animation.
Here you go, sir.
Yep. Yep.
And how about the rest of you cheeky monkeys?
We're not monkeys. Do you see a fucking tail on my ass?
Newgrounds quality.
Caesar!
I think that would be an embarrassment to Newgrounds to say that this is Newgrounds quality.
Yorick. I knew him Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest.
Newgrounds is definitely better than this.
Well, he's definitely my kid.
No sound when the vehicle pulled up, by the way.
Alright, you know we are gonna party hard, man. Where the girls them there? Oh, here we are go. Oh, hey, what is, man? Bomber clot, man. Who them? Them have me hard.
If they made this as like a PSA to stop you from buying NFTs, I'd actually understand that 100%. That would make total sense.
Bomber clot, man.
There are powerful forces at play here that are beyond all of our control.
My brain is fucking mad.
Wasn't that guy British? Why is he American now?
Let me see. What's happening out there?
There is at least 4 apes out there, mi amor.
No way.
We cannot let them all in, surely. But if we do, they can hang around. Get it?
You're kidding, mate. Here, give me that. Hey, Nate.
It's like they took KSI and Tumad doing the Nigerian accent and just turned it into like an entire series. It's literally one joke.
Who the hell are you?
I think we're nearly done. Is that it? Please tell me we're done. Thank fucking Christ above. I think we're done. Okay, thank God for that. Oh my God. That was actually fucking terrible. Is Schlatt live? Can I finally fucking host him now? Let's have a look. Is he live? Is he live? Is he live? He's not live. He's not live.
Looks like you still don't understand.
Oh, he is live. Hang on.
Special never brags.
Let's give him a raid.
Oh, the special one? That's right.
Let's give him a raid.
See?
Thank you for the fucking ad. Right, I sent you guys over. There we go. Again, thank you all so much for joining. We hit 3K viewers off the back of someone more relevant than me. Perfect. Thank you for joining, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to watch The Sopranos, and I'm going to sleep. So yeah, I appreciate that. Hang on, I'm just waiting for it to actually jump up. Do 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 do. 26, 28. Right. I'm gonna end stream. I will see you guys later. There we go.